Welcome to our news program, Healthy Lifestyles by Tablero Productions. Today, we are going to make a program about the main environmental problems in Spain.
We want the students in our Tablero to learn about these problems which should appear in news programs more often and which are really important for the future of our country, which is our future too.
Now, let's start with our news. Good evening, Andrea. What news have you got for the Tablero students?
Good evening. Hello. I'm going to report about the best-known natural park in Andalusia, Doñana Natural Park.
That sounds interesting. What are the news about Doñana?
The news is that Doñana is at risk and it's important to take some action to protect it. The problem is that the groundwater in Doñana is drastically decreasing due to overexploitation of the aquifers in the area for agricultural and human use.
Can you explain to our students what aquifers are?
Aquifers are the underground water systems which are very important for the ecosystems.
So the problem is we take too much water from the ground by means of wells.
Yes. There are many farms near Doñana that obtain groundwater illegally and this must be stopped immediately. Wetlands like what we call marismas in Andalusia face serious danger of acidification. That means that they are getting drier and Doñana needs protection if we want to stop its destruction. The government is not working hard enough on the protection of Doñana, and WWF and UNESCO have asked them a change in their protection policy.
Thank you for your report, Andrea. Now, our following piece of news by Lourdes. Good evening. What have you got for our audience?
Good evening. I'm going to report about the problem that our coasts are facing.
I'm sure our students are very interested in that, as many of them love the coast and travel to our coast in summer.
I'm afraid if they want to continue the beauty of our coast, we must change our habits, and massive tourism is one of the biggest problems that affect our coast. You all know that our region has a great extension of coast, nearly 5,000 kilometers, but unfortunately, our coasts are facing a lot of dangers. For example, erosion is damaging our beaches and dune systems. Besides, wetlands by the coast are disappearing and aquifers are suffering salinization problems. That means their waters have too much salt.
And what are the reasons for all these problems?
There are many reasons, but one of the most important ones is massive tourism and overpopulation of coastal areas. 40.7% of the Andalusian population live near the coast. Other causes are industrial fishing, excessive water use and construction of buildings, marinas, etc.
Thanks for your information.
Let's see some nuts.
Ay, qué oído mi nombre.
Going to the countryside is fun. You can go ride your bike and have a picnic. When do you try it? Doing sports such as basketball is good to have a healthy lifestyle. Instead of sitting on the sofa, go out and do a sport. I'm sure you will make friends. When do you try?
It's not my problem.
I always use a bicycle for short distances, like going to school. You can fit and avoid pollution.
Now, we're going to listen to some more news about the environment by our reporter Blanca. Good evening.
Hello, I'm going to tell you of a very important environmental disaster that is taking place in the southeast of Spain, in the basin of the river Segura.
What is the problem with the river Segura?
The high level of pollution of the river Segura in the southeast of Spain is a serious environmental catastrophe, and action should be taken immediately to stop the disaster.
When did this problem start?
This serious problem started in the 1950s, but it has got worse and worse over the previous decades. The reason for the situation is the low water levels because of the frequent drought and the release into the river of all kinds of waste, industrial, agricultural, waste, sewage, etc. The local authorities haven't been capable of stopping these actions, and the high level of pollution already affects the quality of drinking water, agricultural products, and the use of the river for free time activities.
That sounds really bad. We have to hope some solution to this problem will be found in the near future.
Well, now let's talk to our reporter Rocio, which has been investigating about some very important matter for us.
Hello, I have to inform you about the problem of lack of water that has been a very important problem in Spain for many years.
I'm sure our students have heard about this problem many times.
As our students know, Spain faces long periods of drought that repeat cyclically. Therefore, there are some serious problems. 80% of the water in Spain is used for irrigation. That means watering the crops. But our agricultural production is bigger than our need, and often the objective of the production is to get subsidy from the government. Besides, there are more than 500,000 illegal wells that get water from aquifers, causing serious damage to surrounding ecosystems.
Well, thanks for your information. Next, we are going to listen to some more news. This time, they are about our forest. Hello, Sergio. What have you got for our audience?
We have got bad news about our forest. Last year, forest fires destroyed 190,000 hectares of forest in Spain, and that was 3.5 times more than the previous year. Moreover, 60% of the fires affected protected areas, which is even more worrying. Everybody should know that it takes 50 years to restore a burned forest, and it costs 3,000 € to recover one hectares. Besides, deforestation contributes towards climate change. Arboreal cover keeps the soil human, and when it survives, the soil dries of more rapidly.
And finally, we are going to learn about the certification in Spain. Here's our reporter Yolanda that will tell us about this problem which many people have never heard of.
The certification is a very important problem in the world. The loss of soil that makes fields become desert-like areas is more frequent than we would expect. 1/3 of our country is at risk of turning into arid areas, and 53% of Spain suffers serious erosion problems. The region where there is the highest risk of the certification are Murcia, Valencia, the Canary Islands, and Andalusia.
And Yolanda, what are the causes of the certification?
These problems are due to a bad use of soil and water as well as to climate change. As Marta said, not many people is aware of this problem. but it's an important cause of migration and poverty in developing countries.
Well, now we hope that you have learned a lot from our program and that you become involved in action connected with protecting our environment.
We hope that our project, Healthy Lifestyle, has made a difference in El Tablero students. Don't forget, be green.
Actions. Today we are going
Future mierda, me equivoco. Bueno, hostia. Thank you for your report, Andrea. Now our following season.
They are eating.
Es el trabajo de Jess.
Opting. Ok, Marta, empiezo otra vez entonces.
Ahora.
Ya Blanca.
Venga, ¿verdad?